What's up, Panthers? It's been a minute, but we're back with another episode of PHS Sports. I'm Brenna Vickery.
And I'm Kaden Paramore.
And we have a lot to cover today. Let's start with the weekend recap. Kaden, I know you had a tough weekend as a Georgia fan. What are your thoughts on that game?
Yeah, I sure did have a tough weekend. I think it was a really good game, and I think we'll get back. That's all I got to say.
Well, I have one thing to say. Roll Tide. Speaking of football, our Pelham Panthers secured their first win before the bye week against Chilton County.
Our offense has been improving each week with key players such as Caleb Porter and Marcus Arnold making great plays. Aubrey caught up with our receiver Marcus Arnold to discuss some exceptional playmaking against Chilton County.
Hey Panthers, I'm Aubrey Smith here with one of our receivers, Marcus Arnold. So Marcus, in your last game against Chilton County, you had an excellent performance, almost having 100 receiving yards. Explain how you work together with your offense to execute.
Each week we have, during our practices, we go over our plays, and we have a lot of plays for many different guys, like including me. And so it's just a trust thing, and Dylan Smith, my quarterback, he can always give me the ball and allow me to make big plays.
Our receivers have been able to make big plays each week. Despite the fact that most of you are sophomores, how are you able to perform at such a high level while being an underclassman?
It's really just a mindset thing, you know. You just go out there, and you don't just look at people and be like, oh, he's older than me, so, oh, he's better than me and stuff like that. You just got to have the right mindset, and you can go out there and do anything you want.
This week we have a big homecoming game against Spain Park. How have you used the bye week to prepare for a match against a great team?
Well, really, honestly, this bye week, I've been resting a little bit, but during the week, like now this week, we've been going over a lot of new schemes, a lot of new plays to dissect their defense, and I think we should be okay.
You were able to bring a lot of energy and excitement to the field each week. What helps you stay motivated to give your all every Friday night?
I really just do it for my teammates, my family, and I want to have an opportunity to get a scholarship at a school so my parents don't have to pay for college.
Thank you, Marcus. I'm Aubrey Smith. Back to you, Brenna and Kaden.
There you go.
While our Pelham offense is continuing to improve, our defense had their strongest performance against Chilton County.
As legendary coach Bear Bryant used to say, defense wins championships. Bree Stanley talked to key defensive player Hollis Davis about his big game against the Tigers.
Hey Panthers, I'm Bree Stanley here with one of our defensive backs, Hollis Davis. So Hollis, how do you mentally get ready for football games?
Before football games, I just like to listen to my music, whatever just turns me on, and then I just think about plays I'm finna make on the field.
Could you tell me about that amazing interception you made at the Chilton County game 2 weeks ago?
Well, it all started with Noah Bell. He just made an amazing play, tipped the ball off the dude's hand. I just got the ball, kind of got lucky, but really that play was just off of Noah.
Okay. What were some of your thoughts during that play?
I was really surprised. I thought the ball was just finna just not come my way. I just ran to the ball. It just happened to come in my hand, so.
On game day, what would you say is your favorite part of the day?
Just seeing the students excited, players excited, ready to play, and I just like the atmosphere.
Do you see yourself playing football in the future or for college?
Nah.
No. Do you have any personal or academic goals that you set for yourself during this school year?
Just keep my GPA up, just above a 4 is my goal, basically.
How do you balance your academics with your sport?
I just make sure I get my work done in school, then if I have to go home and do work, try to do that, and then ask teachers for help.
That makes sense. I know it's our homecoming game this Friday. Could you tell me what you guys have been doing to prepare for this game?
A lot of just going over formations and stuff. They have like a formation-based team, so there's no formations and just rally to the ball.
Well, thank you for this interview, Hollis, and back to you for more.
As our fall sports seasons progress, we are beginning to approach our postseason. Our Pelham volleyball team has been working hard to ensure their spot in the playoffs.
That's right, and with the win against Helena on Tuesday, Pelham is set to host the area tournament. With the huge senior class, the volleyball team is more than ready to make a deep run in the playoffs.
We talked to one of those seniors, Caroline Hamby, about preparation for another postseason run.
Hey Panthers, I'm John Davis here with one of your senior volleyball players, Caroline Hamby. So Caroline, I heard that y'all got a big win against Helena on Tuesday. How does that win affect your path in the playoffs?
Yes, so this Tuesday we traveled down to Helena where we beat them 3-1, which means that we will be able to host area. So hopefully that'll put us on a smoother path and help push us further into playoffs.
Can you describe the team's preparation for the playoffs?
Yes, so we've worked hard all summer and coming into the season, we have really been holding ourselves to a higher standard, pushing ourselves and our teammates even further, really holding ourselves accountable this year. So we just want to be better than all the previous years.
What is going to be the most challenging thing for your team during your run in the playoffs?
I think the most challenging thing is going to be finding our perfect balance of momentum and consistency and energy throughout the game, working on finishing our game strong and just playing ourselves and playing our level.
How important is your team's chemistry for your playoff run?
It is very important. This varsity team is full of a very big group of seniors, so we've been playing together for a really long time, so we have very good chemistry. So just being connected, we do a lot of stuff outside of volleyball, hanging out, so volleyball is not just a single person sport, very connected with all the other girls.
What messages do you have for your fans and supporters as you head into the playoffs?
I just want to say thank you. The student sections this year have been amazing and one of the biggest out of all of the schools I've seen. So that's amazing, and thank you to everyone who shows up.
That's all I have for you, Gal. Back to you guys.
Let's keep the ball rolling with one of our less traditional sports, bowling.
The bowling season is set to begin later this month, and we got some insight from the upcoming season from the star of current events, Curran Bradley.
Hey Panthers, I'm Taylor Howard. Here's one of our very own bowlers, Curran Bradley. So Curran, I know you have your own show. Could you tell us more about that?
So y'all may or may not know, I am the host of current events. I go over weekly events going on around our world, and make sure y'all tune into it. Posting around once or twice a month, so y'all stay tuned for that.
I know this is your 5th year bowling. What keeps you going back to the sport?
Bowling is just very fun in my opinion. It's very fun. I love the team. I love my teammates that I have. The coaches are very great, and it's just a good experience overall.
What does your pregame look like, and what runs through your head before you bowl?
Usually, I'm listening to music. Usually 21 Savage or Travis Scott before that. Get a pregame meal, usually Sonic. Like pretzel and corn dog from Sonic. Very underrated but very good, and that's usually what I do.
What's your technique when you're bowling?
I use one hand on, like 2 fingers in the hole, and I double hand spin it down the right side of the lane. It curves back and hits the middle of the pins.
Nice. So tell me how you're feeling about this upcoming season.
This upcoming season, we've lost 2 of our best stars from last year, but it's gonna be a little bit of a down year, but I feel like we're gonna do very good with a bunch of new teammates and a bunch of returners.
So when's y'all's first bowling match?
Our first bowling match is usually late in October, early November. So y'all stay tuned and y'all appear at one of those.
Yeah, well, make sure you go watch our bowling team knock down some pins. Thank you, Curran. I'm Taylor Howard. Back to you, Kaden and Brenna.
The bowling alley is not the only place Curran shines. He also co-hosts a college football show with my co-anchor.
Tune in tomorrow to see what's up with the Kaden Curran College Football Podcast, Episode 6.
Make sure to support our football team tomorrow night as they face off against Spain Park at home. That's all we have for today. I'm Brenna Vickery.
And I'm Kaden Paramore. See you at the game.